I'll go goggle these balls. Hey, Ice. Hey, Tom. Goggle these fucking balls, you prick.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Oh, Lordy,
Are we
Lordy,
on? I guess
Lordy,
we're on.
Lordy.
I guess we're on. So anyway, we've got good news, and well, I just want Spykin to go ahead and. But I'm Diane Russell. We got Benny Loco and Spykin with us today. Wizzy said she might be late, so Spykin has good news, and she's been up all night. So lay it on us.
Been up since 2 a.m. because Mama Cat gave birth to her litter of kittens. We have 5 beautiful little baby kittens, 1 white one, 1 light gray tabby, and 3 dark gray tabbies.
Oh,
And they're not even 24 hours old yet. They're so cute and adorable.
just butter their butts and call them biscuits.
So we're gonna need. I think we need like you can't tell whether girls or boys yet. So
Not yet.
okay, but I think we should we should start collecting names.
No. Yes. Because my little one already wants to name them all, and we're not keen on most of the names she decided on.
Yeah.
So she gets to name 1.
Right. Yeah. So
well, my condition for keeping the kitten that my granddaughter brought home was that I got to name it. And because of the look on this thing's face when it was brought into the house, there was no other name but Little Face.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing but eyes on this little tiny face.
Well, I actually think that we should name them after people in our chat. Like MAGA Immune Mama, like I love this name, and just call her Mimi. Like have a female cat and meet like MIM, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And JFO, if you want to come get one when you come visit South Carolina, you just let me know.
Yeah.
We'll make that happen.
I just saw the name Jewel.
Yeah.
And we could have a Gen X George in there. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like
George!
we could have a big dog.
This is my cat dog.
Yeah. Big dog. That would be so hilarious.
Oh, that's a grand idea, Diane.
We're gonna win.
I know. Well, you guys are very creative, and you have some really great names, and you come up with some really great nicknames, like Donald or like Tony did last night, calling President Donald Dum Dum, and it just rolled off his lips, and that's what we called the show today. Because I don't mean to laugh, because I know a lot of people, this is real money, this is going to really hurt people, but you are a fucking idiot. You own this. This is on your lap. It is laid at your feet. You fucking orange buffoon.
All you orange cultonomics. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he really should have told us that the red wave he was talking about was going to be the stock market. I mean, he could have at least warned us. That was the red wave.
What was that?
We should all dip our hand in red paint and just run around waving it.
So,
Diane, is it okay if I show my protest poster that I printed up?
Of course
the other day?
Of course, go get it.
I'm going to get it.
Go get it. So, while she's doing that, we'll talk about Liberation Day. No. It was more like Recession Day. How can
Or
you
Depression
take
Day.
depression? Yeah, depression number 2. Here we go again. We all knew this shit was coming. Look at that sign, you guys. Look at how big it is.
Wow.
That's
Wow,
awesome,
Benny.
Benny.
This is the front cover page of the court case. And
Yeah.
when people ask me about it, I'm going to hand them the whole report. Say, here, read it for yourself.
Yeah.
Here, read it for yourself.
Did you take into consideration my ideas about?
Yes, I'm going to do that, honey.
Okay.
I have to get a new black Sharpie.
Okay.
Mine's dry.
Mine's dry.
Like my humor. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my suggestion was, you said Trump did this with arrows, going down. And I would say with his BFF, with arrows going out, his BFF.
His BFF, Jeffrey.
Yeah. Epstein. I would say J. Epstein. You know what I mean? Anyway. So otherwise, that sign is great. And I love it. I really love it.
Can't wait to get out there with it Saturday. I'm going to be making some motherfucking noise.
So
I need to make noise to release the Kraken in me.
Yes, right.
Oh.
So you guys remember when I told you, well, maybe there's a lot of new followers. So thank you for all the new followers since inauguration. Okay, so thank you so much. We probably have doubled our followers since then. So thank you for getting us to 1,000. But for those of you who remember, I told you all on January 20th, 25, to write down the economic numbers, right? And I'm just talking, these are Biden's, this is Biden's economic legacy. He created 16.6 million jobs. The unemployment was at 14.1%. And by the time he got out of office, it was at 4.1%. The S&P 500 was at 5.996. But it was at 3.768 on January when he got in. The Dow Jones, he left at 43,487, and it was at 30,000 in January of 2021. Well, the stock market today closed at 3.98%, down almost 1,700 points, and closed at 4,545. So I just want you guys to know these numbers are so fucking bad, and I'm kind of freaking out at this point. Remember, Tony, will you look up what gas is today, please? I meant to do this before the show, but I just ran out of time.
$3 here.
It's what?
$3.
So it's $3 here. Yeah, gas was at $3.12. What's the inflation rate? Those are the only two things that I wanted to look up. Because the inflation rate when Biden got out was 2.9. And when Biden got out, gas was at $3.12. I should add eggs to this fucking thing. What they were when when he left, because they were like $3 and now they're like $10.
Yeah, I was looking at my eggs in the icebox this morning because I actually bought a dozen eggs because my husband needs the protein to help with the healing of his infections. But I looked at the crate and I was like, I remember when eggs were 79 cents a dozen. Now I just paid $9 for a dozen eggs. Now I'm saying 79 cents a dozen. That's going back like probably 20 years. But the extreme. What the fuck goes up that much in 20 years?
It's ridiculous. Well, it's also we have to remember that they've also taken away consumer protections. So they're going to be able to price gouge. Everybody's going to be able to price gouge the fuck out of the consumers. Grocery stores, anybody.
That's where our power. That's
Yeah.
where our power of the purse is going to come in handy. We have to show great restraint.
I just saw Agoff Twitler's post. Tony put it up, but the orcas will join the penguin army and follow the black mermaids and end the mega commies tyranny.
I love our A golf.
I know you're really funny.
He's got the best words.
Best words.
Well, it's true because Dinky put tariffs on 2 islands. One of them is only got fucking penguins on it, and the other one has fucking a military, a United States military base.
The
I
penguins are going to be whipping out their shark skin wallets.
Yeah, out of their tuxedos, they're gonna like open it out and take out their.
Jesus Christ!
Gee, I just can't.
The level of lunacy is fucking even crazier than me.
Yeah. So,
And let's think about who's not on the tariff list.
oh yeah, Russia, Belarus, North Korea, and another place.
The Taliban is not on the tariff
The
list.
Taliban. That's right. Taliban. Yep. Yep. Dinky calls it Liberation Day. And
Liberate you from
yeah,
the
it made us
wallet.
the pariah of the world in 70 days. The stock market plummeted. That was yesterday, and then the stock market plummets today. He got the best economy in the world and has fucked it all up. And it's totally self-inflicted. I mean, this is absolutely, this all could be avoided. He's just being a fucking douche of the world.
Yeah.
I don't know what he thinks he's doing, but this
It's
is
now
not,
blatant sabotage.
this is
Blatant
not,
already
gonna-
sabotage.
Off playing golf for the weekend.
yeah, and then
Only
he leaves,
Thursday.
yeah. I'm like, okay, Wall Street, big corporations, all you CEOs that have his fucking phone number in your fucking phone, you should be on the phone and not give him a day's moment's fucking rest until he fucking changes his goddamn mind. I want all of you on the phone.
Well, and
So
guess
we're I'm sorry, but we're ringing up a $30 million golf bill in fucking 2 months, right?
Yeah.
$30 million. How many people can $30 million feed?
for real. Not to mention the 20 from the Super Bowl and the 5
Oh.
from NASCAR. And
Yeah, you want to talk? You want to hear ways fraud and abuse? The richest man in the world spent more money than most of us will see in our lifetimes to lose a Senate Supreme Court race by 10 points, and the fact that his $25 million was a drop in the bucket compared to what he spent on other elections. Exactly why we must overturn Citizens United. Thank you, Robert Reich. Thank you. Yes.
Exactly right. Got to kick that fucking Citizens United right in the fucking balls and send it into outer space with Elon.
well, and what gets me is that he's basically left Laura Loomer in charge at the White House. And she's, deciding who's getting fired from
I know.
security
Okay.
agencies. And
Did not understand the story. I heard it 3 or 4 times, and I'm like, wait, what is going on? Like, I'm not putting everything together with the Loomer thing that happened today.
well, from what I heard, and again,
I'll be right
I heard
back.
Yeah.
a very, very quick little snippet on it. She's at the White House. She's in charge at the White House, telling him things to do while he's off golfing, and anything he agrees with, he confirms it and they do it. And in doing so, she has fired 3 people who are involved with security of our nation. Just because.
If you wouldn't, this is literally an attack on the American people from the president. This is an attack on the world economy from the American president. Can somebody please fucking stop him now? Have you learned your lesson yet?
All we need is one hero.
I have heard that
Wait.
Republicans-
Hold on. I'm sorry. Is it really Adam West's birthday today?
Is it?
Stop it.
Really?
He's finally 21 and legal. You're fair
Happy
game
birthday.
now, bitch.
Happy birthday, Adam.
Happy birthday, Adam.
Love you,
Happy
brother.
birthday.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Adam Westish. Happy birthday to you. I hope that you have something lovely on to celebrate.
I see
I
him
get
in a
dressed up on
Hawaiian
my birthday.
moo like dancing around. I love you, Adam. Thank you. And, thank you for all that you do. And happy birthday, bro. There you go. Yeah. I have to get a calendar now for all my internet family birthdays.
It's in your phone. It's in your phone. It's your phone calendar. It can remind you a week ahead of time, so you never miss anybody's birthday.
I know, but then my phone is going to be going bing, 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 bing. It's everybody's birthday. Bing, 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 bing.
It sounds like Jon Stewart talking about the Signal Gate being part of the Signal Gate chat.
Yeah. Oh, good old Jon Stewart. I seriously, I think these comedians in Hollywood, the only comedian that I really see stepping up to the plate is Cliff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cliff Cash.
Yep.
Which he's going to be on Sons of Liberty
Tonight, after our show.
That's
Yep.
right.
We're going to go right
So-
over there. Yep.
Yeah, he's doing what all the comedians should do. Stop
Yes.
being so fucking funny and go put your asses to work.
Okay.
So the Republicans are pushing back slightly. They're trying to, at least not the MAGA Republicans, but some Republicans are trying to stop Dinky's tariffs legislatively the way they're supposed to. So
Oh my God, it's not his birthday.
Well, I just want to
It's
say
not
that
his
MAGA
birthday.
It's not a political party. It's a domestic terrorist cult, and it needs to be treated accordingly.
yes,
Whether they're
exactly.
in our government or just rolling around our streets, making our lives miserable.
All right. His real birthday is May 1st. It's not today.
Gonna say I thought he was a May baby like me.
Well, we still
Maybe.
love you anyway, dude.
We caught you a whole month early.
Wait a minute, my birthday's in December. Do I get kudos?
He said it's something about his it's something about his Google profile or something. I don't know. That was total disinformation, everybody, and totally ignore the
Yes.
last 5 minutes.
Squeak that off.
Ding ding.
Squeak it off your
I
dry
really don't
boy.
know what's going on here. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why that doesn't work. Why does it cut back to me? I don't know why it cuts back to me. The buttons are pressed. I pressed everything I should have fucking pressed, and I don't know why it's happening. I don't understand. I don't understand. What is happening?
When his
Why
voice
does it do
cracked,
that?
I lost my
Fuck
shit.
me.
Oh.
No, wait. You guys gotta listen to it again. And there's like the breath before his voice cracks. What is happening? It's so fucking epic.
I really don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why that doesn't work. Why does it cut back to me? I don't know why it cuts back to me. The buttons are pressed. I pressed everything I should have fucking pressed, and I don't know why it's happening. I don't understand. I don't understand. What is happening? Why does that do that?
Brian.
Fuck me.
Oh, Brian. You have the best closing on YouTube, Brian. I swear to God.
It's the best worst
You cannot
closing.
escape us.
It's the best worst closing because he never seems to be able to turn his show off. And that's what
Oh my God.
happened yesterday.
It's so funny.
And I'm like, and Tony and I couldn't stop giggling. And then when you listen to it close up and you hear that one breath, he's like,
He's exasperated. I feel so bad for him, but it doesn't make any less funny. It's fucking hysterical.
shout out to
I
Boston
had to
Brian.
watch-
We love you. love you, bro.
I had to watch in silence from the hospital room. I couldn't laugh out loud or anything. I was like,
I'd
this
be
is
like,
almost torture lurking
Yeah.
in the stream where you want to laugh.
I would have gone
you
in the
can't.
fucking ladies' room and been like, like
Then they'd wonder what the fuck I was doing in the ladies' room. They sent security
I
in
really don't know
after
what's
me.
going on here. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why that doesn't work. Why does it cut back to me? I don't know why it cuts back to me. The buttons are pressed. I pressed everything I should have fucking pressed, and I don't know why it's happening. I don't understand.
He sounds just like me trying to work technology. I swear to God. I don't know what I touched and I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, Brian, we love you so much,
Thank
brother.
you, Brian. Brian is
You bring
a
us-
definite huge ray of sunshine in the dismal fucking
Yes.
pond scum we're swimming around in. Swamp scum, I'm sorry. Swamp scum.
Yeah. Well, he brings us a lot of joy and we get a lot of giggles. And you know, it's like Tony busts brawls like he's like his little brother. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna poke you and bust your balls, and I even told him in a chat, I'm like, Tony's gonna fucking grab that and it's gonna be a drop. What was that one from
Thanks
the
for
other
the
day?
drop, Brian.
Hey, Wizzy.
Hi,
Hey,
Wizzy.
Elizabeth.
It was so funny, and well, I don't know.
You may or may not be muted, Wizzy Buff.
Brian is funny.
Brian
we
is
go.
so funny. So, Wizzy, we've been talking about the tariffs in the fucking economy crashing. Why don't you catch us up on your thoughts?
I think he's trying to consolidate power. The more of us he disables, the more power he and his little bougie doge friends have. So, you know, here's an interesting, I heard from somebody who I know working for the VA that 2 doctors were given new jobs at the VA and they've been given offices. One's in a private restroom, the other's in a broom closet. They've also been given like 35 people to a room, chairs with no desks.
We're
And then
all
required to come back to work.
like, what are they doing? They're just
abusing
taking.
people.
They're just taking
Trying to get them to
all the
quit.
shit out.
Trying
Where
to
are they?
get them
Where
to
are they
quit.
putting all that shit? By the way, just wondering.
I'm hearing this from a friend who works for the VA.
That's horrible. But we've been hearing about that. When Doge goes in, they take all the computers, they take all the desks, there's fucking nothing left. So you go back to work and there's nothing there to work on because the desks, the computers, and everything's gone.
Everything, yeah. Mm.
It's a fucking
Yeah.
no, this is a heist. Hal is totally right. It's a fucking heist. If you
In
can't,
progress.
yeah, if you can't tell that they're fucking robbing us all blind, then I don't know. Then you need better eyesight.
Then you might be in a cult.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they want people to quit. That's right.
Mhm.
And I just go, you know, when you look at just the numbers I've been in, I don't know what it is, like a weird funk depression kind of thingy where I've been like really bummed out today. I don't know why, like just today, but something, it like hit me for some reason today that this is going to cause a lot of fucking pain, not just to Americans, people around the world. And
yeah,
I just, if you wanted to be an enemy of our country, this is what you would do. He's literally attacking United States citizens. He is in the White House. We are under attack. This is a war against hardworking Americans and trying to take away our vote and going after our Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, you fucking name it. You can't even get your shit insured in fucking Florida or anywhere out. FEMA's gone, NOAA's gone. I mean, it's a fucking travesty that these goddamn Republicans will not stand up and have a fucking spine to do anything to stop him. I'm so sick and tired of this shit.
I haven't heard anything out of Arkansas. There's been some really bad storms out there. I haven't heard anything really about anything else, but I mean, seriously, I'm looking through the news and I'm not hearing the normal what you would hear this time of year. It's awful, Diane. You're right. We're under attack. This is Russia in our White House, and we are. It's a slow rolling coup, exactly as Malcolm Nat said.
Well, maybe
We need
if those
to
people, maybe if
the
those
Russians
people in
out
the
of our
red
Congress.
states have enough storm damage in the next 6 months, they may change their mind about who they voted for, because
Well, try
nobody's
rebuilding.
coming to help.
Yeah.
Right.
Try rebuilding with lumber. It's going to be $20 a 2x4.
Oh my God.
You're not going to be able to rebuild.
Yeah.
That's-
The insurance companies are going to drop them like hot potatoes. Huh?
That's exactly why you're not hearing about it on the news, because that's exactly
Yes.
what they would say. And he
Right.
can't have that out there. He can't.
Nope.
He can't. After attacking Biden and Harris for their response with Helene, he can't have that publicity.
They were on the ground before that fucking storm hit.
Yes, they were.
They were ready.
Yeah.
They were.
I'd
And
like
the
to know where they are now.
the fucking cult were holding them fucking at gunpoint, not allowing them in to do their job.
Yeah.
So this
It's
is what
such-
it's going to get worse.
This is what karma looks like.
Yeah.
But
The
I
last
understand,
time.
Diane, I've been sharing the same kind of malaise. It's like a sick feeling because this has global implications. This has very personal, local implications. It is global. The man is literally. It's in Sun Tzu. An evil ruler will burn his own city to ashes and then rule
Yeah,
over them.
Right. Yeah.
Will burn his own city and rule
Tristan
over the
Snell
ashes.
said the last time the U.S. set tariffs this high, it was 1930, and it sparked a global trade war that caused international trade to plummet by 66%. He also said
Also
Trump
caused
slapped
the
it.
Great Depression.
Yeah, Trump also slapped a 10% tariff on herd in McDonald's Island. 0 people live there, but still exempt is Russia, North Korea, and Belarus and the Taliban.
Mhm.
So Tony got a phone call, so I'll skip over that for now. But I'll send it to him so when he gets back.
Oh no, we're flying solo.
Yeah, right. We really are. I mean, our allies can't afford to keep with us right now. They can't. They have to kind of take care of themselves in wake of what our president's doing. And it's horrible for them. It's a horrible problem for them because many of them love many of us and we love them. This is just one man coming in to do the same thing to the world that Putin's been sowing all over the world.
This is why I don't watch spy espionage shit movies, because the good guy always wins. Where's those fucking guys that make sure the good guy wins? Where are those guys? Where the fuck are they?
We
Eric
have no
Swalwell.
Batman, Superman who's going to save
Yeah.
us. 'Cause
Jasmine
there
Crockett.
is no.
Isn't the programming
us.
great? It makes you think that things exist that don't really exist.
It's us.
It's Jasmine Crockett. And you
Benny,
know what? Some of
it's
the Senate's
us.
turning. Yeah.
We are going to
We, us.
save us.
Mhm.
We are the only people who can save us.
I get that. I get that, But, a lot of people are under
looking
the
for the-
impression that somebody's going to come in and save us. And they need to forget about that, because that's only Hollywood.
Mhm.
Well, I think it's also the Mueller report being dangled in front of our fucking face for fucking years.
Well,
Merrick Garland sitting on his fucking hands doing goddamn nothing. The court's getting blocked, cock blocked at every fucking turn from Dinky and his fucking attorneys, using outrageous just delay tactics. No. Fucking
on our
bullshit.
dime, on our fucking dime.
I know, babe. You don't have to scream at me.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking about all the money this motherfucker is grabbing
pissing away,
to
wasting.
sabotage
Yes.
our
Yes.
fucking country.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
All this money that he's spending on lawyers, we're paying for it.
And the assholes that are attacking us got rich via the tax policies written by Republicans for 40 fucking years.
Yeah.
That's the laws that these Republicans in our Congress have been writing for years.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that is the laws that has allowed the loopholes, that has allowed all of this to happen. The same Republicans okayed the justices on the Supreme Court. That would be just fine with Citizens United. So we must do our part. We need to get the Republicans out of our Congress, and we need to get the freaking Russians out of our damn government, period.
We need to fill the streets in the fucking millions is what we need to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Outnumber
I think
him
that's
and
coming
his
soon.
motherfucking cult.
I think that's coming soon, Benny. I think it's going to be nothing but that because everybody's going to be out of work again.
Listen,
just like during COVID, though.
What's tragic about this, Diane, is this should have been done all fucking ready. The resistance should have been showing its ass all fucking ready instead of waiting for the fucking barn door to be open after the horse is out. Now, I sat here and I watched these kids fucking protest for Palestine before the election. And I tell you how pissed I was at these kids. You're protesting for the wrong thing. You are giving permission for this orange motherfucker to go in there and level the Palestinian people by protesting and stealing votes away from the person who should have won the election. And frankly, in my opinion, she did.
Yeah. No, Benny, yeah, I feel your rage, babe. And Matt Novak said, it's still hard to believe the simple fact that this is all self-imposed. Everything that is happening right now wasn't the result of some foreign adversary destroying the country. We did this to ourselves by electing the dumbest motherfucker to ever rule a nation. Now, I wanted to read that because I go, it was done by foreign adversaries just destroying our country. Yep. It's Russia, China.
It was both.
Yeah.
It was both.
They own him.
This Heritage Foundation is a Russian piece of this. All of this religious bullshit is Russian. I mean, it's all very much. That's who Donald got his instruction from.
Yeah.
Okay.
And by the way,
Ukrainians have been fighting the Russians for centuries.
And by the way, I'm sorry, Lizzie, to cut you off, but this whole thing about him trying to run for a third term, this is exactly what fucking Putin did. He had a VP run, and then they won, and then they capitulated the presidency back to him, and that's why he's been there for 20 fucking 30 years. Yeah.
30 years, yeah.
So Dinky thinks he can do that here, and there is no path for him to do that.
The 12th Amendment actually prevents presidents from running as vice presidents.
Yeah, so there's a couple things they can't do. But there's no law right now for anyone to enforce it. And that's what the other conundrum we're in.
Well, why
so
do you
have to be? I don't know why somebody doesn't do a citizen's arrest.
Why is it in the Constitution and then there is no law for it?
I wish we could do a citizen's arrest of the son of a bitch.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
Thank you, Wayne.
Oh, thanks. 10 gifted membership.
He's being heavily guarded by our tax dollars.
Yes.
Yeah. This is insane. Never before has an hour of presidential rhetoric cost so many people so much. Markets continue to move after my previous tweet. The best estimate of the loss from tariff policy is now closer to $30 trillion or 300,000 per family of 4. That's
How many families of 4 out there make $300 grand a year? Put your hand up. How many?
The opposite. The very people that would have gotten the tax break, the people under $400,000 a year,
Yep.
are going to take
Yep.
the burden of
Kamala
this.
had such a beautiful plan for us.
And they went the exact opposite plan.
Yeah,
They didn't even
they
have to
wanted-
have one.
they-
They just did the
they wa-
opposite of
They
what
wanted to
Kamala was doing.
kamikaze America. That's what
They just
wanted
had to do the opposite. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
You're exactly right, Benny Loco. Sorry. I didn't mean to talk over you. I just was
Yeah,
talking. I was so agreeing.
No worries.
Amy Siskin
just-
said, imagine if putting our economy into a recession was totally preventable. I can't believe our political leaders are going to just stand by and let this man ruin our country. Congress has the power to stop the tariffs. So do something. But it's the Republicans who are sitting on their fucking hands and refusing to do something.
See,
Yes.
it behooves us to meet these motherfuckers where they live, where they are, where they work, to show up and make them do their fucking job.
Come here.
Yep.
It is your job to protect the people and the Constitution of the United States. You are not doing your job.
They're unwilling
Yep.
to. That's the worst part. They're just unwilling to.
Well, maybe they need some friendly persuasion.
Yeah.
Well, they're kind of doing the whole Bartleby the Scrivener. I prefer not.
Yep.
And it shouldn't float or fly with anybody who's elected that person to represent their interests. If I elect somebody, I'm saying I trust you, person I elected, to speak for me in Washington and have my interests and my needs met. And if you don't do that, then I get to remove your power to make those decisions on my behalf and place someone there who will. And that's the whole philosophy. And if we can't get that right, so we'd better get that part right. And that's us. That means we have to really, really put pressure, more and more pressure. If you're able to attend these protests on the 5th, is it 5th?
Yeah.
Saturday.
And anything that you can do civically, even in your local hometown, if you can only make a phone call, if you can only just write a letter on the computer, whatever, do it. Do it. Now's the time, because every time we lose ground, that's more ground that we have to make up.
That's right.
We need to stay on it now, or we're going to lose it altogether. We need to hold ground and gain some.
So the Newswire put out just a headline when Trump said if Democrats got in, the entire economy would collapse. And Brian Tyler Cohen said, Democrats were in, we had the strongest economy in the world, we added 6 million jobs, brought the unemployment rate to a 50-year low and the stock market to a record high. Now the Republicans are in, and we're on the verge of a recession again. Let's also take over. By the way, this is Tanner. Hi, Tanner. He's being a cutie.
Medication.
But can we start getting on the messaging that when Republicans are in office, they tank the economy every fucking time? Democrats have to come in and clean up the mess. And
through my entire life, that's been the status fucking quo.
Yes, 100%.
And I'm 64 years old. Don't you think that after 64 years, people would learn a lesson not to put these motherfuckers in office?
Or just not believe their horseshit when they say, "Oh, we're better for the economy." No, you're not. We have fucking statistics out there that show that you are shitty.
Evidence. Proof. Real facts, not alternative facts.
The thing is that they're being told not to even know for sure if the word in the dictionary means just that. You know, it's really been a blurring of what is real and what isn't real and all this kind of crap.
Well, when you have
That's being sold in a
fucking
big
media out
way.
there.
You know, y'all just remember what's real is real. And hungry hurts. You know, hungry doesn't feel good. Thirsty doesn't feel good. In pain does not feel good. And so, you know, if we have to work out from there, I mean, I just don't even understand this kind of a tendency to want to blur the meaning among people who are trying to actually, we need the words to mean what they mean. They mean what they mean.
Well,
When people try and come
DEI
at you with they don't, then you have to clarify to them that the words mean what they mean.
DEI, critical race theory. Well, I can name 20 other things that they used to get around saying the N-word. They've been doing this. They've been changing the narrative for decades. They don't want us to say climate change and blah, 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 and all this stuff. They all think it's a hoax. Guess what? No, you know it's not. You're just getting money to be paid to say that you think it's a hoax. I sent over two videos to you, Tony. Both are from Tim Walz. So we got to make Mike Walz and Tim Walz not the same person, right? Tim Walz was VP.
Tim Walz good.
Yeah. Tim Walz good. Mike Walz bad. Okay, so
Anyway,
anyway,
one has a T and one doesn't.
But look,
right?
it
should be easy.
So Walz first of all, the first video I want to show because I never saw him jumping around. I could not find the video of Elon jumping around with the goddamn cheese thing on his head. But here's the fucking video while Tim is talking.
But look, my beef on this is that this guy is out there crying about his portfolio and about stock while I'm making, a comment. And my mom's Social Security check this month is late. That he's attacking the portfolios of working Minnesotans and working Americans who've paid into these programs that he calls a Ponzi scheme. He's taking it and laughing with his chainsaw about destroying the lives and undermining things and institutions that make life better for Minnesotans. Of course he doesn't care about these agencies because he has all this money. Can you imagine being the richest man in the world and taking offense that I said something about Tesla stock? Look, if I'm Donald Trump won Wisconsin. I'll give him that. But he's sharing his presidency in the White House and who knows what else with this guy who's a loser, who lost. This guy's really bad at this. He made the case that everything hinged on this.
Play the next video.
In the 80s. Is almost inconceivable. Look, Chris, I don't know. You almost have to be an amateur psychologist on this. It's like Trump is stuck in the 80s. His music, his clothing, his thinking. He has been on this tariff thing forever, and every economist, conservative or liberal, will tell you they just simply don't work. We use them strategically, but he doesn't fundamentally understand how trade works. It goes back to what I continue to say. I think the biggest myth perpetuated on this country is that Donald Trump understands anything about business. He's bankrupt every single one he's been into, and now he's bankrupting this country. So I appreciate you talking about this. This is a tax on working people that we've not seen in any of our lifetimes, and it is going to have dramatic effect.
It is. It is going to have dramatic effect. But
he's stuck in about 1987.
Yeah. Between 77 and 87, when he was doing a lot of blow, a lot of women, and hanging out with Russians.
He's stuck in his childhood where he couldn't get the love and attention that he needed and so desired. That's where he's stuck.
Yeah.
And he's been
Thank you, Yakov.
Severely dysfunctional because of it his entire life.
Right.
It's crippled him. His desire to be loved has crippled him.
And both Dinky and Elon are both, in my opinion, they were unloved as children. They both have deficiencies in their pants. They are the micro penis mafia. And yes. Micro penis mafia.
Just ask anyone that's been there.
Yeah. And I honestly don't.
Stormy?
It's the whole thing has little dick energy. They're totally giving into Putin's wants, needs, desires. Oh, when freaking JD Vance, we gotta have Greenland. We gotta have Greenland because we gotta do whatever Dinky desires.
Well, it's also the perfect example of a small wiener.
There you go. She's been calling it.
It's
By the
party
way,
of no dicks. That's what they are.
Yep. I like. I forget who said it in our chat. I think it was 56 Nick Rich, if I'm not mistaken, who said it's 3-inch energy. I listened to the replay the other day and I heard that again and I started laughing. I'm like, oh my God, it is 3-inch energy.
Here.
Straight on energy.
I think we should do. I think we should do.
Let me put a head on it. It's got little horns. Here we go.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
So I think we should make a t-shirt that has 3-inch energy at the top and it just has picture after picture after picture of Republican after Republican that, in my opinion,
Holy shit. That's fucking
Kudos,
has
Nick Rich.
3-inch
You are
energy.
a brilliant man. Thank you for your
To me,
peek
they are
inside that
all just the
brilliance.
biggest group of castrated, no penis, no dick energy, not even little dick energy,
none.
zero dick. It's the party of no dicks. That's what they are.
Yep.
No dick energy.
Speaking of, there's another one we have to add to that list because it looks like he might be coming back into the limelight. Mike Lindell is talking about running as governor of Minnesota.
Because when you're a criminal, all you have to do is run and be a politician.
That's right.
And get out of it.
Oh my God. Didn't he break any laws that he could have been arrested for fuck's sake?
Well, didn't he renege on not paying that guy $5 million if he could prove that there was no fraud?
Yeah.
And I think that guy took him to court. Now I don't know if he ever got his $5 million, but I'll tell you what, My Pillow has been fucking tanking, and he probably needs to run to get the influx of money from all the lobbyists and politicians, because these motherfuckers, all these right-wing motherfuckers make a fucking fortune becoming a politician. I mean, they're all billionaires.
Maybe Elon will buy him that governorship.
Yeah.
He thinks he can buy Supreme Court judges and,
Yeah.
Well, they kind of have.
Buy voters, he
kind of
thinks
have
he
reason
can
to
buy anything because money has been put above everything, even humanity.
Yes.
Money.
Okay, so
right?
I don't know if this is appropriate to talk about on the show, but I will, because I don't know. I have balls of steel. I don't know.
Do it.
Brass ovaries, whatever you want to say. I don't give a shit. But Ivan the K on Blue Sky said Zuckerberg spotted wearing knee pads in the West Wing. Now I had this fucking image. Okay, like.
Oh my God.
And I
asked Tony, your image to my image. Go ahead.
Okay, so I asked Tony, I'm like, what is it called?
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
What's it called when a dude sticks his dick in a hole and whatever, or something happens on the other
Glory
side.
hole?
And he goes, glory hole. And I'm like, that's what it really is. And I'm like, the glory hole. So,
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
let me get back to my thought. So you got Zuckerberg, you got like all these people.
Assume the position.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm just and they're all on their knees.
They
And-
literally are by the balls.
Yeah.
You're a goddamn
And I think of glory, when I think of glory, like glory hole, I think about what Kid Rock was wearing in the Oval Office the other day.
Baby evil, kid evil. Oh my God. He should have been wearing a helmet. It
Were
would have
there
made it
chaps
complete.
involved?
Oh fuck.
Were there
Oh my
chaps involved?
Assless chaps like Prince had.
Hey.
But the problem is that Prince had a perfect ass. But all I see
Oh
is
my
like
God.
a dimpled,
Oh my God.
pimpled, like what do you call it? What do you call it? Not cellophane. What do you call it?
Oh my God.
When you have fat and it's called, what do you call it? Cellulite. Yeah, cellulite ridden, pimpled fucking ass, an old man ass, and assless chaps. That's what I see. That's going on right now.
Oh my God.
Well, at least you guys are having fun because, we got to have a little fun at their expense. And I just, when I saw Zuckerberg spotted wearing knee pads in the West Wing, I just said, I see a lot of dudes wearing knee pads in the West Wing. And I see them like lined up, like almost like, remember Animal House?
Yes.
Not
It's
Animal
the
House.
human-
No,
It's
Porky's.
the human centipede. It's the literal human centipede.
Wasn't it Porky's?
It truly is. They're all connected to each other.
Wasn't there
Porky's?
a scene in the movie Porky's? But do you remember late 70s, early 80s?
I
they were like
watch
peeping in the
Porky's.
shower or something.
Yeah, peeping in the
And one of them
showers
stuck his
thing through it.
And,
Yeah.
and
Thank you,
Nope, I
Jordan.
never saw it. Never saw it.
Yeah.
the PE teacher grabbed it
Yeah,
and held
it
on
didn't-
and wouldn't let go.
it didn't look like anything I cared to see.
Yeah. Rachel Vindman, let's get back on track. But Rachel Vindman said,
Traumatized
Maybe-
boy.
maybe next time, let's not
Mm.
elect someone who runs because they're trying to stay out of prison. That'd be.
How about that?
Real
How
smart.
about that, sports fans?
Yeah, a trade war with penguins. Trump places 10% tariff on uninhabited Arctic islands. Planned tariffs shared with the White House include 10% duty on imports to the Barron, Heard, and McDonald's Islands. I mean, like, you gotta be real dumb. Oh, who is this guy? Who's this guy? Oh yeah, this is percent.
Is somebody planning on moving into these abandoned places to?
I think one of the Doge Bros just said, "Oh, it's a piece of land. We own it. We'll put tariffs on it or whatever." I don't know. It just seems like they don't even know what it is. Look it up, you fucking idiot.
But are they looking at it for future ventures? Is what I'm saying.
They're like, let the wildlife eat cake
Yeah.
while we drill here for some kind of prospect.
They'll obliterate the wildlife and
right. Yeah, let the wildlife eat.
Yeah,
They're up to something.
There's ulterior motives with these cocksuckers. There's always
they
ulterior
say something like
motives.
that seems obscure and out of the blue. It's something they're really up to.
If I haven't learned anything over the last 10 years, I've fucking certainly learned that.
Yeah. But they even say it on a little left-handed swipe.
Little blip, boop.
Little blip. Never goes noticed in the news. And it'll be what they're doing.
Thank you, Petrozzi and Jenny Faye.
So we've got.
Thank you.
This is what's his name? Besant. He's like the I don't know, the financial guy of the fucking Trump administration. But listen to this horse. He can't even. Oh my God, he didn't even know what to say. This is Caitlin Collins, and then Breaking news from where? From where? I don't know. He's the United States Treasury Department. That's who he's with.
Oh, yeah.
Here's 2 clips from this genius. You doesn't know what the fuck to say.
Genius.
Remember, the
They're all
Republicans.
geniuses.
Republicans let these guys go through.
Mm-hmm.
The reciprocal tariff. China has this 34% tariff. There were already 20% tariffs in place on China. So is that 34% on top of that, meaning it's a 54% reciprocal tariff on China?
I believe it is.
Okay. And so when you look at the reciprocal tariff.
So 51, yeah. So let's just add it all up and like, oh, la-di-da, this thing.
Plans for conversations or a trip?
Go ahead and play that one too.
Plans for conversations or a trip to Beijing?
Nothing imminent.
When it comes to this negotiation, April 9th, these tariffs come in place. Do you plan on having negotiations before that date?
Again, I'm not part of the negotiations, so we'll see. I am sure that there are going to be a lot of calls.
Treasury Secretary.
I just don't know if there are going to be negotiations.
The president had this huge chart showing all of the different rates. Canada and Mexico notably missing on that chart. Why is that?
I'm not sure.
Not sure. Okay, I imagine that has to do potentially because they're already in negotiations previously with the 25.
Yeah,
he's a billionaire.
That's United States Treasury Secretary. And he's like, I don't know. I'm not in any of the negotiations. I have no idea. When it has to do with our fucking money.
He's a billionaire. Okay.
Notice how he has that face that's been planted in ass cheeks.
Yes.
Thing going on.
Yeah.
Anybody see that?
I
It's
see that.
really hard for him to even smile.
Okay,
because
this
it's
isolates.
stuck in ass cheeks.
If you want to take down a big country like ours, you isolate us away from our allies. You isolate us from all of our trade partners. You economically break us, and you break our institutions. So this is it's a full-on attack.
And they're right on
because
course.
they can't militarily come at us.
Not yet.
Not yet. But the military nutbags are sending our military in all kinds of weird, obscure places, concentrating some of our assets in odd places. They're just this is not good. Not effing good at all.
No, this is it's a fucking travesty, and it's also self-inflicted. Dinky did not have he didn't have to do this.
Nope.
But he wants to punish the
That's
American
right.
people for not fucking voting for him.
He could have cruised through the next 4 years on Biden's fucking plan alone and not did a goddamn thing except lived high on the hog and played golf every motherfucking day.
I know.
No,
John Duff.
But he
John
owes
Duff, hold
Putin.
on.
That's right.
John Duff in the chat just said, "Make assets go away" is MAGA.
That's
well,
a good one.
John, you got, yeah. We got Mark P on the phone. Mark P, go ahead.
Hey, good evening, all.
Hey, Mark.
Wizzy, there's a reason why we have, well, we so totally vibe because that whole isolationist posture, that's exactly what my thoughts have been. This is what Dinky's been doing with all of his actions, turning our backs on all our allies, aligning with all our supposed enemies. It's exactly what he's doing. I was also calling. I know I'm kind of totally switching. There's a couple events I've been posting. Saturday, April 5th, it's being called People's Veto Day. Massive peaceful protests in all 50 states. Check your. I'll post the link. Check your area for locations and times. Also, those that listen to Stephanie Miller, Carl Frisch is a normal Thursday guest. He didn't call in today, but he's having a Zoom event. I will post this in the chat also. In person, it's going to be on Saturday, April 26th from noon till 2 p.m. Eastern. That's going to conflict with Hal for those of us that follow him. There's also a live Zoom link for that event as well. Just reading some of his notes from Carl. I'm having my first Zoom event in nearly 2 years. I'm hosting an important conversation with former MSNBC legal analyst and federal prosecutor Glenn Kirshner about Trump's return to office. We'll tackle the chaos, corruption, and cruelty of the past 3 months. You don't want to miss it. So those are a couple of my public service announcements.
Yeah, and when is that again? April what?
Saturday, April 26th from noon to 2 p.m. Eastern. I'll post the information in the chat.
Okay.
Thank you, Mark.
Anyway, thought I'd just call in and kick off the phone calls. You lovely ladies are doing a fine job as always. Beautiful Lizzie, I will chat with you later.
I'll do all the yelling for you, Mark P.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Mark, can you drop that in Discord as well, please? And thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. I will yield my time. Thank you.
Thank you for calling, Mark. Love you, buddy. So
he always says that we're in the halls.
So yes, this Saturday, April 5th. What was it called again?
Oh my gosh. It's
Hands off our
the People's Veto Day.
Yeah, People's Veto Day. And we
Hands
will
off.
yeah. I'm gonna look into that, see if we can go to Lansing. Oh, I know what that was. I just scared myself. I knocked something over with my feet. It's okay. There's nothing. The world is not crumbling yet.
I was live streaming once and we had an earthquake, and it was quite exciting.
Oh my God. What episode was that, Benny?
Sorry?
Do you know what episode it was?
Oh, fuck no.
On your channel?
I got a couple thousand videos, and I don't know how many live streams. I have no idea. It was the 4th of July, like 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it's back a bit. It was a 7.4 too. It was like I felt like I was on a boat.
On a boat.
On a boat.
Just wait, Benny. You've lived a seriously interesting life, like very interesting life.
Yeah.
Fascinating. And Wizzy has too. Like both of y'all should write a book.
I wish I could remember enough words to write a book.
Everyone has their own story.
There are no words.
Has their own story. Yeah, there's no words for some of the things I can think of.
Yeah.
Send me stuff on Blue Sky. So Terry wants to know how to send me stuff on Blue Sky. So somebody post our Blue Sky thingy.
Blue sky smiling at
me. It's 21st century suffragettes.
Do I see? Every time I log into Blue Sky, I sing that out loud. Just so y'all know.
Well, somebody's
coming up.
Yeah, somebody said in the chat, when is Billy gonna come and play live with Diane so I can put a face to this, like, rock and roll? Because we use his music.
Play that beautiful bean footage. Put Billy up on his bike. Billy bike.
That's Billy. So if there's newcomers here, we should probably play that because that's Billy, our friend. He's hilarious, and he's all the music that you hear on our channel is all original. And
he's
if it's
not musical prodigy,
if it's not me, it's him. And so, or if not both of us. So, because we've jammed together in other bands, but yeah, maybe we need a little palate cleanser of Billy.
Oh yeah,
I'm laughing before it starts.
Yeah, sorry, I'm smoking a joint while I ride my bike. Lucky I can ride no-handed. So I'm a talented son of a bitch. Even uphill and around corners while smoking a joint. Or not.
Or not.
Okay.
There's our beautiful Billy.
Roll that beautiful Billy footage.
Oh man, that guy's body it just houses more talent than anyone should be allowed.
Oh,
to
he's
have.
got more talent in his pinky than most of us have in our whole body. That dude, he's fucking
I'm like, give
tears
some of
it
that
up.
to me, Billy.
He tuck and roll.
I smoke joints, but I don't attempt riding a bike with no hands and going around corners while doing it. I'll just smoke the joint sitting in my wheelie chair, and I can fall right at it.
Big Dog goes, he never lost that doobie. No, he didn't. Nope. Nope. And if he had a beer in the other hand, he wouldn't have spilled a drop either. It makes me laugh every time too. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely a character. And I've been trying to get him to come on the show and jam with me on Diane Russell Live, which I think I'll probably play Saturday night. So, but that means no show on Sunday, you assholes, because it can't be on fucking every day of the week. I just can't do it.
Why?
Yeah.
Here, honey.
Oh man, it's getting sweaty over there.
Mm-hmm.
This is a little assistance for you. Although it's rather chilly here, this doesn't feel good for me.
I was freezing before the show. God, somebody talk. Somebody say something.
Hey, where are the white women at?
Yeah.
Something.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, Diane,
Oh, my Lord.
Diane. I
Diane.
sympathize for you, honey. I really do. Because that is a bitch. It's like you're incinerating. Like you were saying a couple shows ago.
Yeah.
You're like, I check my temperature and it's normal.
But I've got sweat dripping down my face.
Going on over here.
Yeah.
How is this scientifically possible?
I don't know. I have no idea. We got
Jenny Faye Muppet.
Jenny Faye Muppet is called in.
Send a voicemail.
Jenny Faye.
Thank you for calling in, Jenny. Go ahead.
Hey, ladies. I figure I'll break some of your monotony. I don't even have a whole shit ton to say other than it's been a shitty few weeks. And just being able to listen from a distance, even though I haven't been able to participate in chat, put the sunshine in the day. So thank you guys for being here and bringing that big chesticle energy all the damn time, just every moment of the day. It's amazing. So that's number one. Number two, I'm planning to go to the march here Saturday in Indy. Problem is there's going to be thunderstorms just like there was last night, which is why I couldn't finish even Brian's show last night. We lost power. Tornadoes came through. Granted, we're okay, but yeah, it was a shit show of a night. So
Right.
And yeah, so if we can hopefully ward off some of that on Saturday, I will be there. And because I was driving, I'm going to have to rewind to see Benny's poster because I have a book I want to put on a poster, and it kind of loses its focus when you have so much to say at this point. So I don't know. I'm so ready to just throw out the whole lot of them. And trust me, being run by a wannabe Trump here in our state in Governor Braun is just as sick as it gets. And I'm proud of my people for giving Victoria Sparks shit at her little town halls this week. That was my other ray of sunshine. So, Benny, thank you. Look at that. I get to see the poster. I love it.
There you go.
I am so ready to. God, that's a lot. But see, look, you put the homework in, girl. You put the homework in.
That's right. That's right. Jenny, thank you so much for calling in. We love you, sweetie.
Love you guys. I'm glad to push on and keep, throwing some subscriptions out there or memberships out there and just spread the word. And, and yes, you can go Saturday and Sunday. You've got my permission. I'll be there. So,
All right.
you go, Diane. You got it. You can do
Thank
it.
you.
Big chesticle energy. Remember, you
Big
got it.
chesticle energy. That's what we need. That's what we need. Thank you, Jenny. Thanks for calling in,
You're
sweetie.
welcome. Bye, ladies. Love ya.
Thanks, sweetie.
Love you too,
And
Annie.
that, just to remind everybody in our chat, if you want to watch me play live music, you have to subscribe to Diane Russell Live. That's where you can find
That's
it.
the only way you're going to get there.
Yeah, you won't find it here. It's not gonna. I'm not. I used to play it. I used to play here on this channel, but too many copyright strikes, and we could never have gotten monetized. So I moved all the music to my own personal channel, Diane Russell Live. So that's where you can find me on Saturday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So anyway, moving on. She mentioned something about a town hall, Spy Ken, and you knew what she was talking about. Will you enlighten us?
Victoria Sparks, not to be confused with Sparks. Sparks. Yes, she was ruthlessly booed, and it was glorious. It was glorious. So keep that stuff up. But yeah, she pulled a Hageman on the audience, and they weren't taking it. They said no. I'm pretty sure she actually had to leave early because the crowd would not stop booing her.
Where is she from? Do you know?
Ukraine.
She's from Ukraine. I don't know who what state she represents though.
Oh, I know. I
She's
know who you're
scary
talking about.
looking. She's very scary looking. She looks unhinged as fuck.
She does not speak for any other Ukrainians that I've ever heard of.
She's not in her right mind.
I know who you're talking about. I don't know what
I
state.
know crazy. And
She's
she's
bad
beyond.
shit.
Yeah, she's totally fucking gone.
She's a Russian asset. Indiana.
Yep.
What's her name again?
Victoria Sparks.
Spartz.
Yeah.
Sparks.
I fucking want to hear it. Tony, can you look it up? Yes, you can.
TWATZI.
Look it up, Tony. Look it up.
She represents Indiana. I thought they weren't doing town halls anymore. Too afraid. I've heard that they've been told not to do any town halls, and every time they do, they get crushed. So, and they're like, "Oh, well, we think Elon's great," and they're like, "No, he sucks." Yeah,
If
hell's
they're
not
afraid
really
to hear what their constituents say, then they shouldn't represent those constituents.
That's exactly right.
Or they should
Quit your fucking
represent
job,
their
you suck.
constituents in a way that they wish to be represented. Their
But they
constituents
don't.
need to take them out. Force them to resign. Just demand their
Yes.
resignation.
Yes.
Demand their
Put fucking
resignation.
pressure on them.
Just demand the resignation of every one of these Republicans that has gone along, and Democrats too, for that matter. Anyone who's gone along with these policies. Demand their resignation and put people in that will do the business of this country before we go down too far. That's my request.
Wait, the Soulcraft
think
says
we
in
need
our
an
chat
attorney.
she was a sniper in their military, right? Is that true? That Victoria
I could see her being a sniper.
Jesus.
I don't
sure
know.
can.
I just don't think I don't think she represents anything that the Ukraine, because I don't think she
No.
would be going against the Ukrainian army and
No.
their support. Where
She's
from
a
our
Russian
point of view.
asset too.
She's got to be a
Well,
Russian asset.
Again, she left Ukraine when it was still under control of Russians.
Right.
While the government was still Russian controlled.
Well, now we are under Russian control.
Yes.
I absolutely think Dickie's compromised by Putin. So is Elon.
Yeah.
So is the massive amount of the Republican Party. And I absolutely think that we are under Russian control, just like they did with Ukraine. They're doing it here and destroying the country from within. And
Sure.
and that's where I'm like, okay, first of all, with the tariffs and everything, hey, Wall Street, wake the fuck up. Fucking where are your phone calls blowing up the White House phones? Why aren't you fucking causing a fucking hissy fit right now? Number one. Number two, as Benny said a couple shows ago, where's the fucking big brass of our fucking military? The retired military high up generals, whatever, even if you were fired, where the fuck are you? You should be out in the streets. You should be yelling and screaming at the top of your fucking lungs. This ain't right. And don't you dare, if you're a military, don't you dare take an illegal order. Because guess what? You're going to go down for it. Dinky won't. Dinky's skated every fucking thing he's ever touched. The motherfucker has failed up for fucking decades.
Yep.
And when is anybody fucking going to learn?
When he's already blaming everything that's going wrong on everybody else.
Oh, yeah.
Already.
Well, maybe he should quit playing golf and do something about it.
Yeah.
Which is what he did after he just crashed the global economy.
Yeah.
He went golfing.
Bye. I'm just going to go play golf.
Because that's how real it is to him. It's not
What's
real
that?
to him. None of us are real to him.
So Tony found the video. Let's listen to it.
We're just obstacles.
I love Malcolm Nance.
Me too.
If you seek asylum way in the other country, not getting here in the country. So there is no due process if you come here illegally because you violated the law. Period. You violated the law. You are not entitled to due process. Legal process takes some time. And these people violated laws. And this violated laws, and that's why we need to make sure we take this under control. The border has to be secure because it is life of your children. It is life of
All right, I've heard enough.
Talking over her constituents.
Honey, that whole room hates you. That whole room hates you. Just shut up.
We left the Twilight Zone and we are now in the outer limits.
Oh my God.
She was lecturing her own constituents.
Oh
like she was their mother.
Like, and you have to clean your room and do the laundry and
no shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That was ultimately the entire town hall until the majority of the people got up and walked out because they refused to listen to her propaganda any longer.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
She is horrible. And why the fuck is she? Why is like a Russian agent in any fucking position of power? Oh shit!
Diane?
Hold on.
There it goes.
My mic went out.
Now you're okay.
Oh, Jenny Faye Muppet calling
Jenny Faye
again.
Muppet. To accept, press 1.
Jenny Faye Muppet. Go ahead.
So, okay, I have to do number 2. If we're going to talk about Victoria Sparks, let me tell you, I am only about 2 miles outside of her district. Unfortunately, I have Jim Baird as mine, and he's too pussy to even show up. That being said, Victoria Sparks, her district represents, she's part of the northern Dornoch counties around Indianapolis. Her district has a lot of old money. You got to think old-time Republicans, not so many of the hillbilly Republicans and the rednecks. But you've got the Mike Pence's, the old
Rockefellers,
Bible.
yeah.
Yes, the thumping Bible, or you got to think we're home to like Eli Lilly. There's a lot of executive money that sits up around here. The owner of the Colts lives up in her district. And yet you do have farming people. Those with good money in farming are in her district as well.
Mm-hmm.
So the people you sitting around her that are giving her shit, trust me, there's a lot of money in that room. They are not all hillbilly hilljacks just giving her shit.
Right.
So I wanted to get that out there that she is representing. You know, everyone thinks Indiana and kind of thinks, but we're not the Southern Republicans, not as many of us here. A lot more of them are these old-timey, stick in the mud, think that they're thumping the Bible and doing the right thing, and they're too stuck in their ways, and we can't seem to get a good Democrat to run in that district, and that's part of the problem. So, You can't get many good Democrats to run at all here. That's part of the problem. It's just part of the well-oiled Republican machine. I do work.
I don't think.
you know,
I'm sorry to interrupt, Jenny, but I don't think.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think any Republican ever should run unopposed ever again. I'm sorry.
Well,
stick your neck out there, trying to do something.
They do have opposition, but they're just not well as you know. It's hard to get these old-time Republicans to vote against the
Maybe
Republicans.
not anymore. Maybe not anymore.
Yeah. Maybe not anymore.
There may be an open shot
we
here.
did go for Obama back in 08. So, I mean, it can be done.
Yeah.
And we do have some good Democrats in the state house, just not many.
Okay.
So that's our hope, is just to anyway, I wanted to give you a little bit more info on her. And when you watch that, you'll know that this isn't just necessarily all toothless Joes around her. And people in the chat the day that I was watching it, of course, I was on a different channel, and then the MAGAs are all, oh, they're getting bussed in from Chicago. No, it was standing room only. I drove near the parking lot, but my husband, it was a bad day. But it was really a full parking lot. It's not being bussed in from Chicago. Don't give me a break.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to make a 2.5 hour drive down here just to sit and. It's bullshit. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Listen,
anyway, so enjoy watching videos, and I just wanted to add a little something.
Jenny, thanks for calling in, honey.
Yeah,
You're
he
welcome.
bussed all those
Bye-bye.
people in to his fucking rallies and then left them stranded.
Who did? Dinky did. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's not forget.
Yeah, we know.
So this bullshit that they fucking run around saying, "Oh, you're bussing people in." No, they say that because that's what they did. It's that fucking every goddamn accusation is a confession bullshit.
Call from Mark P.
We got Mark P calling in again. Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead, Mark.
Hello again. I guess we're in the theme of double calling, but also doubling up on Indiana Congress people. I don't know if you heard on Stephanie Miller this morning, but actually, he's now Senator Jim Banks. Used to be a congressman from Indiana. There was an a fired HHS employee that confronted him and told him that he had been fired by Dinky in
the
Banks,
elevator.
Yeah, Banks. Kindly, well, he told him, he probably deserved it. Did you hear that on Stephanie?
I saw that video. I thought I saved it, and maybe I didn't.
I can post it in the chat right now for you.
Okay.
Tony can play
You're
it.
supposed to be able to go
But
to
anyway-
your congressperson for help with things like that. If you
And it
feel
go-
like you've been wrongfully terminated or there's things like that, you're supposed to be able to go to your congressman or whatever for that.
And he literally said, well, maybe you deserve to get fired.
Yeah. And there's an odd thing. Organization I used to work with.
I was a worker at
Election Day.
That's it.
2020. I was in a Zoom call with. It was in Jim Banks. He was at that time a congressman, and Seth Moulton, a congressman from Massachusetts. They're both veterans, and I worked with it was a military support organization, and wow, it's odd in that he was very civil in there. But yeah, this is talking about this guy's a U.S. senator just disrespecting his constituents, basically giving them the finger. This thing
They
needs to
all
be
are.
blasted all
They're
over the
all
place.
doing that to us. Every fucking one of them. I stood
But
there
this
and
is a
watched it with my
one-on-one-
own eyes.
This is a
Except for when they're
one-on-one
begging for a vote,
situation, though.
Reading the fucking script.
This is Tony, you got it queued up? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I will-
Tony
I will
can't
do
do it
that.
while
Thank you.
you're on the phone, so he's going to play the video right now. Thanks, Mark.
Okay. Yeah, bye.
Thank you, Mark.
So this is a constituent who literally approaches this Indiana dude, and this is his response. It was fucking horrific.
I
There you go.
was a worker at HHS. I was fired illegally on February 14th. There are many people who are not getting social service programs, especially people with disabilities. Are you going to do anything to stop what's happening?
You probably deserved it.
I deserved it?
You probably deserved it.
I deserved it. Wow. Yeah, that's great to hear. Why did I deserve it?
Because you seem like a clown.
Max Schroeder.
Oh. He would have never said that if those elevator
needs
doors
to
weren't
be-
closing.
Who
That
the
needs
fuck
to
is
be
it?
on
What the fuck is
poster.
that guy's name?
Banks. His last name's Banks.
It needs to be on the side of a truck. It needs to be in a big wall, a big thing that you drive past. You can't just click off of it. You have to drive past it. Billboard.
You deserved it. You deserve to be
deserved
fired
it.
from
And-
HHS.
and the elevator door closing.
Jim
at election
Banks.
time.
Senator Jim Banks from Indiana. Well, let's make him famous, internet, right? Let's make that motherfucker famous.
That's what the internet's for. Let's
Chesticles.
expose these motherfuckers.
Tony never played Leave My Chesticles Alone. Damn it. What's wrong
My
with you?
chesticles alone.
Yeah, leave your goddamn chesticles alone.
Just leave my fucking chesticles alone. They got no beef with you. You leave the fuck alone. Leave my fucking chesticles alone.
I think my favorite story for those of you who haven't heard it and who are new here is the tube top story, Betty.
Oh my God. I have a cat.
That's Clementine. I got Tanner and you got Clementine.
She's come to reduce my blood
right.
pressure.
Enlighten everybody on the tube top story because it's one of my favorite.
Diane, don't make me get my chesticles out.
I know.
Because she wouldn't like me when my chesticles are out. It's like the green. Yeah. Maybe that's why I like the color green so much. Maybe it's like
well, if she won't. Benny's favorite song. So I just, we'll get it totally copyright strike. I'll tell you what, I've been watching other channels recently, and somebody was playing.
Recently?
Well, I've been watching all these other channels, and I'm going, how can they get away with doing that without getting a copyright strike? If I played that on our channel, we would get a fucking copyright strike. We're walking on eggshells, because because YouTube told us to, because they're like, oh, you better tread softly for no fucking reason at all. Won't give us a fucking reason. Took our fucking first monetized showdown.
I wonder if there's a thing where you go through and get permissions, copyright permissions. I mean, there's a system.
It
I don't
seemed
know.
very spontaneous.
They have a list, YouTube music list that you.
I'm sorry, but I was
But I've seen people get copyright for playing even YouTube music. So
just 13 seconds. We got hit for playing 13 seconds of a song. So I don't know what's going on, but I no offense to Hal, but he was playing what's that guy's name? Charlie Chaplin movie clip. How the fuck can you get away with playing Charlie Chaplin movie clips and not get a cut? I would have totally gotten a copyright strike on that.
So copyrights do expire after a certain point, and once they expire, they become part of the public for
domain,
domain. Yes. So, and I would imagine that Charlie Chaplin would fall into that.
Okay.
I would
from
think
the
so.
30s.
Yeah, a lot of the classical
Wait,
music.
Tony, say what?
A lot of the classical music, except for the.
We played the movie clip of us of Charlie Chaplin. I think it was him bouncing the world. And
him doing that speech.
Oh, it was him doing the speech. It was him doing a speech, and we got totally hit for that. So I don't know. It wasn't even from a movie. It was him doing a speech. It was from a movie. I thought it was him doing the speech. So anyway,
I don't know.
I'll tell you what. We have to be careful here at 20 because we're under a microscope. I don't know why, but we are. And
I'll tell you, they're mucklarking the bottom of YouTube,
trying to get us to quit and to shut up. Good luck, motherfuckers. Good luck. Tell us to
Exactly.
calm down and shut up one more fucking time. I fucking dare you. Because I'll come up with 100 fucking channels and we'll start all over again. I don't give
Do
two
it
shits.
again.
I'll
Fuck
fucking
it,
do
we'll
it
do it
again.
live.
I'll do it again. Fuck you.
I will reach across this table and I will feed you that mic for lunch, dinner, breakfast, fucking mid-morning snack, you son of a bitch.
We love our Boston Brian around here. So I do love I saw like a clip of leaders from other countries, Australia, Ireland, UK, or EU or whatever, UK, EU, and this is Canada's
oh God. To all of you,
like,
I'm sorry.
yeah, just breaking up with us. It's over. It's fucking over.
And we love you.
We love you, Canada.
We love you, Mexico.
Yes.
We love you, Europe.
We love
you,
the world. We actually
Great
do.
Britain.
We love the whole world, and it's not an easy task, but it's a must. Now, if everybody just loved the whole world, what a better place this would be.
The global economy is fundamentally different today than it was yesterday. The system of global trade anchored on the United States that Canada has relied on since the end of the Second World War, a system that, while not perfect, has helped to deliver prosperity for our country for decades, is over. Our old relationship of steadily deepening integration with the United States is over. The 80-year period when the United States embraced the mantle of global economic leadership, when it forged alliances rooted in trust and mutual respect, and championed the free and open exchange of goods and services, is over. While this is a tragedy, it is also the new reality. We must respond with both purpose and force. We are a free, sovereign, and ambitious country. We are masters in our own home. The global economy is
Those days are over. We break up with you. Fox News takes down their stock market ticker.
Because it was plummeting as he was speaking again, or
Yeah. I'm sending Tony just a couple pictures to flash through while we're talking.
Now, who was it? Was it Hakeem Jeffries who said that we broke up with Donnie and he was an abusive ex? Which speaker? There was someone.
Tony, we have that drop.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, we broke up with you. I think it was Hakeem Jeffries. Yeah, I think it was.
And because we didn't listen, now the rest of the world is breaking up with us because we've become the abuser.
Well, we went back to our abusive ex. And when you go back to your abusive ex, all the people who tried to help you get away from him in the first place are like, girl, you went back to him again. I'm out. Okay, I can't do this shit again. You know, I throw up my hands on it. Yeah, here we go.
Bro, we broke up with you for a reason.
Yes, we did. Bro, because you're a fucking asshole. On the day that Trump sanctioned every ally of the United States in the world, his team made special arrangements for the head of Russia's sovereign fund to visit D.C. And Russia was one of the few countries in the world not hit with the new tariffs today. I hope the American people can get an explanation for this. I find it outrageous, and that's from Michael McFall. Yeah. It's pretty fucking outrageous. And then this is before he went golfing. The operation is over. The patient lived and is healing. The prognosis is that the patient will be far stronger, bigger, better, and
Annie.
more resilient than
press
ever
1.
before. Make again. Annie, go ahead.
Hey, hi Diane, hi Benny Loco, hi Spy King, hi
Hi.
Lizzie. When I heard
How
you
you
talking
doing?
about that Senator Banks, I called his office this morning because I saw the story last night. I called his office like 3 or 4 different times and left a continuing story of a message because you only get like a minute. Do you know who he's hurting in that area? Well, the whole freaking state because he's a senator. Meals on Wheels. The man that was being fired, his job was to help people in need, you know? So I said, oh, wow, you're taking food away from the elderly. How Jesus of you. Oh, so I had to call in and tell you that I made.
That was one of the first things he took away, his first turnaround. So he's already had experience with taking Meals on Wheels away.
Yeah.
It's cruelty is the point, you fucking sick, sadistic assholes. I keep using the word sadistic. I've been trying to make it catch on for a decade. I don't know. I'm still not doing good at it. But I think we need to use the word sadistic. This is sadistic to our economy,
I use it all the
to
time.
the people, to our healthcare, to our every
to humanity,
fucking
to the whole
facet.
entire world. It's sadistic.
Exactly.
Everybody
facet of our life.
involved.
Yeah.
Well, and one quick point before I hang up. You know, he was never held accountable for, you know, killing 400,000 Americans plus, you know, more than that from the COVID. So, and they did nothing. So I think they want to kill us all off. I think, you know, they want to call the herd. They really do. They want people to die of exposure and malnutrition because that was the leading cause of death for people in my age group. You know, that's how we passed away at age 70 and up, or a little below even. So, you know, they want to call the herd. These people are sadistic. They are. It is total insane. So anyway, I just wanted to call and thank you, ladies. You helped me out so much. I love watching your podcast and calling in periodically.
Thank you, Annie, for calling. We love you, sweetie. Thank you.
Love you so much.
It's
Bye-bye.
absolutely cruelty is the point. They want people to suffer and die. They don't give a shit. They shipped off this dad from Maryland to fucking Ecuadorian prison, and they're like, oh, you know, nothing we can do to get him back. Yes, there is. You could tell the Ecuadorian president, whoever the fuck that might be, whatever. I get them all confused. Ecuador, El Salvador, I don't know. I keep saying Ecuador for some reason, and I know I'm saying, Anyway, can I get my thought out?
Press 1.
Let me get my thought out, Allie. Give me a second. So, if you're gonna, now I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. No, they shipped off this guy to fucking El Salvador, a dad from Maryland, and they're like, oh, la-di-da, there's nothing we can do to get him back. Yes, there is. You could tell the El Salvadorian fucking president, you're not going to get any more of our money if you don't give this guy back. In fact, we should get them all back. There's no reason why we need to ship people to a different fucking country. We've got plenty of prisons here. This is kidnapping and this is human trafficking, actually.
Yep.
That's what human trafficking is sending them in a different country with no fucking recourse. Go ahead, Allie. Allie O'Shaughnessy.
Hey, guys. Hey guys, yeah. So I sent you some stuff on the Discord.
Can you talk quiet?
Oh, sorry.
Speak softly.
I sent you guys some stuff on the Discord.
You're super loud.
And apparently that rep that you guys just showed and Trump were like, "Oh, we don't want to hear any complaints today." So it's like, okay. So in other words, they're kings, and you know. They just do whatever they want and nobody can complain and nobody can criticize. It's like, that's not America. That's not even the Western world. If you can complain, you can criticize. It's not against the law. Well, they'll probably make it against the law, but but technically it's not.
We don't use that language, Billy Capri, so you can leave somebody kick his ass out. We don't use that word here. And fuck off. I don't need you here in my chat. So I'm sorry, Allie. Go ahead.
No, I said, did you hear what I said? I said that rep that you just showed that said, "Oh, you probably deserved it." And Trump, I left something in the Discord where Midas Touch quoted Trump saying, "No, I only want good questions." Like last week when he had the press conference that he liked because nobody criticized him. And it's like last time I checked, you can criticize people; it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
But knowing these people, they'll probably make it a crime.
They're so thin-skinned. You cannot say one bad word against them, and it's like, oh, you can't say bad words about me. Ooh, Billy's going crazy.
Yeah. So I couldn't believe it. I mean, even I was watching it yesterday. I mean, thankfully I fell asleep because I can't stand listening to Dinky's voice.
Yeah.
But it's like last time I checked, no matter what economics I studied, anytime, never did they advocate for blanket tariffs. Never did they advocate for put all the tariffs on all the other quote unquote foreign countries. It's like talk about prejudicial. Holy shit. You know what I mean? It's like and tariffs are supposed to be on products, not everything coming from, every place else. I said, you're going to ruin the economy. And what is it? The stock market lost like trillions of dollars today?
Yeah. Like 3 trillion.
Yeah, almost. Yeah. I mean,
30 billion, I don't know. 30 billion, 3 trillion. I don't know. The number is so big that I can't even wrap my head around that.
Yeah, I mean it's so ridiculous, but like I said, I don't know. I mean, is that what's going to have to happen? That the Republicans are going to have to be so bad that everybody's going to finally go, okay, vote them all out, just get rid of them. Anyway.
Well, thank you, Allie, for calling in, sweetie. We love you.
All right, thanks a lot. All right, bye.
Bye, Allie.
No,
Allie, that's Allie from over on Twitch.
Yeah. And man, that microphone of his. He used to be so quiet I couldn't hear a fucking word he said. Now he's so fucking loud. I'm like, I gotta turn my shit down. My whole fucking everything has been turned down. No, but we love you, Allie O'Share. Thank you for calling in, sweetie. Anything else that we wanted to cover? I think I got all my notes except for, the picture of the Dow this morning. Just fucking taking a goddamn.
There went your microphone again, Diane.
Deep dive. My microphone goes out. All right, that's it. I'm taking a pee break. Fuck you guys. All right, well, I gotta go anyway, so somebody else say something, for fuck's sake.
Something?
Well, and Diane, so the audio issue, it only affects us on Zoom. Everybody on YouTube can still hear her. We just can't hear what she's saying.
Is that so?
Oh, okay. I couldn't hear her. I didn't know. I did not know. Sorry, everybody.
The entire chat can. But yeah, great work on the troll. Clearly, he only wants to come and cry in the comments because he's got that 3-inch energy.
Yeah, well, you know how that can be. It's just really small.
Fuck you, trolls.
Anyhow, but what I want to do is it's getting to quarter till almost 3:45 here, and that means what 6:45 East.
Yeah,
and we want to be watching. We need to raid somebody, don't we?
Sons of Liberty. Cliff Cash is going to be on Sons of Liberty with him this evening. He's actually doing a Thursday live stream, so we will be raiding Sons of Liberty and supporting Cliff Cash.
21st Century Suffragettes raid. Hashtag 21st Century Suffragettes raid. Hashtag 21st Century Suffragettes raid. I said it 3 times. That's supposed to be the magic number.
So go show your support. And Sons of Liberty will post the link here shortly for everyone to.
Yeah, he's featuring Cliff Cash, and they're ramping up for the next set of demonstrations and protests. So
it's cash like
Fuck
Cliff
you,
that's easy on
trolls.
the eyes.
Now we got Moosebot in the chat
Fuck
who's
you,
trying to
trolls.
Moosebot.
There's been a couple.
Great
There's been a
name,
couple.
dude.
only one man.
Are we getting trolls? That means people are coming here
Super
from
Saint.
outside their
Success,
safe
press 1.
zone. You know,
Moose
which
nut
is cool.
probably.
Super Saint on the phone. Go ahead, Super Saint.
Hey, I was just calling in because I watched the Texas House on a public education committee today, and James Tallarico was a superstar, of course, again. And he was mentioning that they were talking about, he mentioned not having a cap in the bill that they were discussing about vouchers, and that Elon Musk has a small house that he owns here in Texas, and that 8 of his kids are young, and that they would be eligible for the voucher program, and that it's important that they have a cap in the bill because, of course, it would disenfranchise, people that have money that are already sending their kids to the private schools. But also, it's not a parent's choice, it's school choice, because the schools will deny, whether a child is eligible or not, and most disabled children are not eligible. And the voucher program began to begin with after Plessy versus Board of Education, because they, desegregated, and these voucher programs are a scam, and they disenfranchise people in rural counties, and it also
Public schools
takes money out of the public education system. So please call
I saw
your
that.
local,
I subscribed to James
representative
Tallarico. He really put them to the test. He asked them. He's like, so who actually decides who gets to get in and who doesn't? And took them down a few notches there.
Yeah.
And when it boiled down to it, the school gets to decide if your kid gets in.
You're damn right. So we need to, anywhere and everywhere, you need to be calling your local representatives in your state and push back on this, because most parents do not want this. But Abbott took $6 million from Ferris Wilk and Tim Dunn, and he also took $10 million from from another state, who's another billionaire, and pushing hard and primaried all the other people in the state Capitol Congress to get rid of them. But we have got to make our voice heard and let it be known that we do not want these vouchers, because other states have said that they are a scam and that it denies children that really need these things, and that the Department of Education is what sends federal dollars to the state to give to these especially special education and disabled children, and that the governor decides how these funds are provided to these schools. And that one of the reasons why my disabled niece's daughter goes to a private specialized school for her autism and her hearing disability, and she couldn't have her the things she needed at the public school because the funding was not there to give her the equipment that she needed, and that she would have had it if it was allotted there to public education. But the governor has decision on where those fundings go. So who you vote for governor really does matter. And
of course,
Katie Porter,
anywhere really does matter.
Yeah.
And this is a prime example of that.
Super Saint, thank you for calling in, sweetie. Thank you again.
Love y'all.
Okay,
bye-bye.
Bye.
Katie Porter for governor.
Yeah.
Of California. Katie Porter for governor.
Wow,
of
we
California.
must have hit a nerve.
If
you can see the
Gen X
chat.
George posted our link and dared the trolls to call and debate us, but clearly they're just weak men who can't debate women, so they're just popping off in the chat.
They can pop off in the chat and make insults and then go away because they're afraid.
Jump the base is a good guy.
Hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs down. It doesn't really matter as long as you feed the algorithm. That's what's important.
What did Gin Up the Base say?
Algorithm.
Gin Up the Base is a caller. I don't know what was said. So.
Mark fixed it. Mark fixed it.
Mark fixed it. Okay.
Thank you for fixing it, Mark, whatever it was.
Yeah, because sometimes if you try to, it moves up, and if you're maybe mistakenly did that. So
yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
But
No,
I do
Jane's
see
a
that
good guy.
the chat is having fun with the trolls. So
I know. I'm watching them. I'm watching them bat them around.
You trolls.
Yeah,
Watching him bat
all these kitties up in here batting mice around.
My groovy just went outside.
You hear that?
It's fine,
Clementine?
Diane. We're good. I know, moms. I know.
wasn't the deep state.
I know. I love it. Trolls for dinner, yummy.
Fuck you, trolls.
Yeah, we have kind of a zero tolerance policy on saying certain words in our chat, and if you want to say that, you can go somewhere else and fuck you. Okay.
And listen, if you're gonna come into the chat and you're gonna try to pick on Benny Loco, you have no idea what kind of fight you just picked.
Come on. Where's the Benny Loco drop? Where's the Benny Loco drop, Tony?
Which one?
Benny Loco. Leave Benny Loco
Oh
alone.
my God, just leave her alone. Just leave Benny Loco alone. Just leave her alone.
Yeah. Roxanne Epstein said trolls are snacks.
Yeah, right.
Nom, nom, nom.
We're down to 8 minutes.
Well, you see, is that you guys you're not dealing with amateurs here. Okay. First of all, you have one of the best troll beat downers ever in Benny Loco I've ever seen ever in a million years. So you have 8 minutes left to call into the show if you have the balls enough, which I doubt you do. Plus, y'all have fucking Russian accents, so go fuck yourselves. And and not only that, we're not one of those channels. I don't have people call into our channel to debate you. I could give two shits what you fucking think. If you voted for Dinky 3 fucking times in a row, you're a fucking idiot and you're in a fucking cult. And fuck you. And you're going to lose your 401k and you're going to lose your fucking house and you're going to lose your Social Security and you're going to lose your fucking Medicare and your Medicaid. And guess what? You probably already lost your fucking family because they don't want to talk to you anymore because you're a fucking loser Trumper. So good fucking luck, assholes. We called it. We knew this shit was coming. We prepared ourselves for this fucking shit. So, I knew the economy was going to crash because Dinky wants it to crash because he's Putin's little fucking puppet bitch. Hillary was right. Kamala was right. Democrats do nothing but fucking do shit for the American people, and Republicans do nothing but take it away. Name one motherfucking thing the Republicans have done for the American people.
Just one.
Crickets. Crickets, motherfuckers. Crickets. I hear crickets because you got nothing.
That's right.
As long as I have been alive, they have been trying to strip people of their rights.
Yep.
They didn't like the civil rights. They don't like women having bodily autonomy. They don't like this and they don't like that. They're the biggest titty fucking babies on the fucking planet with broken and tiny little mushroom peckers. And we've had enough. So bring it on, trolls. Like, I don't care. Bring it on. You're just bringing you're bringing algorithms to my channel, and we're going to get more people to our channel, and we're going to get a bigger following. And we just lost my fucking mic again.
What?
I don't know why this shit happens, but it just happens. I don't know. I don't know why it happens.
There it is.
Sounds like a chord.
That's better.
And it's and again, they're all losing their power. They're all losing their power.
Your name is Fat Icarus. Wait, Troll has Fat Icarus name.
Yep.
Fat Icarus. If Icarus was fat, he wouldn't be able to fucking fly anywhere near the goddamn sun, you fucking idiot.
This
God,
is
you're
no dick energy.
God, you're dull.
There's zero dick energy.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Spy, but I had
love
Fat
that analogy.
Icarus. Really, you can't do any better than that. Go ahead, Spy. I'm sorry. Now you're muted.
No, sorry. The little one's riding her bike with Daddy, and she fell off. So.
Oh.
So I'm gonna say my sign off, which is they're all losing their fucking power, and we don't listen to them anymore, and they can't use us to get where they need to get anymore. So they can all go fuck the fuck off.
Yep. John just said Dickorous.
I'm going to close off by saying they shouldn't have ought to flip the bitch switch.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
You done fucked up?
You done fucked up is right. Sorry, you did it, not me. You're bad.
Jim the Geek says Fat Icarus flies into a basement.
Right.
Melted
like
wings.
a lead balloon.
Oh. Shit.
I wonder if they even know who Icarus was. They just picked it out. By the way, I have that Led Zeppelin poster right here, right behind me. Yeah. I know it's hard to see, but it's got Icarus on the cover of the Led Zeppelin poster. Yeah, I've got it. I know.
Yeah, see that?
I want to sign
Icarus.
off and say thank you to everybody for viewing and for subscribing and for becoming members and for donating to the cause that we have going on here and helping to spread the word. And thank you to moderators and to my screen mates and to Diane and Tony for all the production stuff. And so yeah, that's how I want to say and tell everybody, just keep heart and let's just keep fighting, because it's up to us, really. Just we need to force these Republicans into resignation. We need to force them into resigning, or beat them at the ballot box, and that means we got to be vigilant about free and fair elections. That's my sign
vigilant about everything right now.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Jen Ice George said Fat Dickless. Is that Trump? And I would say Fat Dicklessness. And that would be his for real name, Fat Dicklessness. With a capital PH. Yes, protest. Do everything that you guys can do. Make phone calls, do whatever you can. We are get in the streets, make your signs.
And
we will probably
no Sunday show. Diane's playing music Saturday.
If I play music on Saturday, we're not doing a Sunday show. It's too much. I can't do both. And I can't be on line 4 nights a week. I can't do it. It's too much.
It's too much.
I'm getting sick of myself at 4 nights a week. Okay, like I don't even want to hear myself talk after that shit. Like, what are you talking about? So anyway,
I just
we
want to
got so
rest
many
my
wonderful
mouth.
fan fundings. Diane, Jax George, Nordis, Lisa Hoffman, a couple times there. Rosanna, Wayne Gowan, Dean Baker. I don't know how to say your name, Yakov Eshra.
Yakov. Yeah.
Eshraja.
Yakov
And
is
then
a Ukrainian. Yeah.
And Mark P. and Gen X George again, and Petrazi and Ginny Faye Muppet and Martha Salinas and Olga Martinez and Ricky. I thank you, everybody.
Wow.
Thank you guys so
Thank
much
you,
for supporting the show. And by the way, just heads up, Cliff Cash Comedy is going to be on Sons of Liberty, and we are going to go over there and we are going to raid them right now. Hashtag 21st century suffragettes. Benny Loco, Spykin, Elizabeth, I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. All our moderators, everybody in the chat. Thank you for getting us to 1,000 subscribers. It really means a lot. It really, really does. And even though it's like, we're still in the void. I don't care. I'm really kind of proud of us just getting there. It took us 2 years, but whatever. The people who have been here, since day one, You get it. You know.
But thank
and
you all.
And I see a lot of you still here in the chat.
Thank you, everybody who's new.
Yeah. So we will, as Mark
Love
P
you
says,
guys.
we will see you next Tuesday, and we'll see you
Yes.
Saturday night on Diane Russell Live, me playing music, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there to have a good time and stock up on your goodies while you do it, because it's going to be a long one. It always is. It's always 4 or 5 hours long. Just saying.
Nothing wrong with a 4 or 5 hour jam session, I tell you what.
It's fun.
Mhm.
Steve,
Good
Jim the
evening,
Geek,
Tariffs.
Big Dog, Dean Baker, mountain bike fan, Dakota Dave, a new name, okay. Lena 333, Christina Weibel, 5 Alarm Fire, Go with the Flow, Super Saint, Martha Salinas, Suffragettes 702, another new name. Thank you guys. JFO, thank you guys so much for joining us here, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
Not if we see you at Sons of Liberty first, though.
I know. Let's go raid Sons of Liberty. Peace out. We'll see you next Tuesday, guys. Thank you.
Stepping out of bitchin' cars, couldn't reach the way to first, so yeah. Stepping out of bitchin' cars, have a motor with a dual quad. Stepping out of bitchin' cars, racing to the top of spot, oh no. Oh no. I don't care where she's always in my hair. Don't ask me why. Probably start to cry, oh yeah.
Yes, we do drive Chryslers.
Sipping out of bitchin' cars, racing on the way to Mars, oh no. Stepping out of bitchin' cars, they're gonna put me behind the bars, oh no. Stepping out of bitchin' cars, have a motor with a dual quad. I don't care what she's always in my hair. Don't ask me why. She'll probably start to cry. No.
We are trailing a long-haired Caucasian in a 1970 Dodge Super B. We are in pursuit right now. He's getting away from us. We lost him. License plate registered to a William Clark Gaffney. Hey, isn't that guitar guy? One time I heard him play Believer by Ozzy. It was sweet.
Stepping out of bitchin' cars, racing to the top of spots, oh no. Stepping out of bitchin' cars, gonna race you on the way to Mars, oh no. Stepping out of bitchin' cars, and motor into a quad. I don't care, cause she's always in my head. Don't ask me why, she will start to cry. Yeah.
Look how shiny it is, Grammy. It's so shiny. It's so shiny.